You mean like I just did? Like I just
Hell
posted
yeah.
in the live one right now?
Yeah,
It's almost like I got ESPN 5 or something.
we're
I
so
mean it.
professional here. It's amazing.
So, welcome to the Church of Failure / Gospel of Comics show.
Do do
This is
do
our
do do.
end of the year extravaganza. Let me try to pull this up so I can get the stream link on the Twitter set up properly, because it doesn't actually do that. By the way, Ayrton, did you see what's in the description line for the show on YouTube?
No, I've not looked at that.
Let me read that.
Oh, okay.
We're heading for Venus, and still we stand tall, 'cause maybe they've seen us and welcome us all. Yeah, with so many light years to go and things to be found.
If my guitar wasn't on the other side of my camper and still in its case and probably out of tune, I would have pulled it out and started playing that song.
What the fuck am I listening to?
It's the
Final
final
Countdown. What's
countdown.
wrong with you, you uncultured
Oh
swine?
no! I know the final countdown. I was not familiar that Larry was singing the final countdown.
Yeah. I got some congestion issues, and I'm
If it,
not singing real good. And I've added some more
if
drops.
if it had started with then
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh yeah, I know that song.
So
Well,
I've
you're
also
singing
added some
lyrics.
more drops for entertainment and the entertainment of the
Ooh.
people watching.
You are now listening to Heresy FM. Real heretic music. Where we play nothing but heresy, heresy, and more heresy. This ain't your commissar station.
I meant
That one's meant for being a palate cleanser.
to send you one to load up there, but I can't remember what it was now.
Yeah. Here's another one I have for palate cleansing purposes. And another one to put in rotation for whenever we do racism time.
Total Bligger death, kill Navi, behead Navi, roundhouse kick a blue monkey into the concrete, slam dunk a Bligger baby into the trash can, crucify filthy Navi, defecate on a Navi's Ikran, launch Bliggers into Alpha Centauri, toss...
That's fantastic. But hey, I want to start off talking about how you've been crushing the social media game this month, dude.
I've gotten some very strong Twitter things, and I was just like posted just like low tier. Oh, this is extremely basic comic book page that has a good message.
Hey, just
Like-
think of it this way, Larry. Keep trying. You keep working hard. Maybe one day you can be as grifty as Eric July.
No. Like if I get like a couple more of these, and if I could like chain those together, I can get some Elon bucks.
Elon.
And let's be honest, Larry, you would be more like the quartering as far as grip goes.
Oh, I mean,
Except
You're doing it right.
Except
I
not
do like
insufferable.
coffee though. That
See?
that's not what I want to do.
Yeah, but I like coffee.
I mean, who doesn't like coffee?
I know people who don't like coffee. They're actually, some of them are even my friends.
Why?
But
Why
for
would you
those
have
who
that kind of
haven't seen,
negativity in your life?
but for those of you who haven't seen it, here's Doom talking to
Play.
Santa.
Armor polish with lemon. You read my letter. Gods! Bring this man milk and cookies.
Which also ended up leading me to find out that Doom had briefly substituted in for Santa Claus, which is wild.
which is totally on brand if you think about it.
Yeah,
You
no,
will
it
sing
100%
this
is.
Christmas, and will bring gifts to all the loyal little boys and ghouls.
And yeah, no, it was only a week ago I crushed it on that other one too. Let me pull that one up for.
You're crushing the Twitters. You're writing for JDA's site. Like you're.
I mean, I still have to get my article in, but I'm leveling up my game. My game's getting up there.
You're making T-shirts. You're taking over my grift.
And what's great about this one is I got this in before Zack Snyder pooped the bed with Rebel Moon.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your timing on this was fantastic.
To be fair, it's not that he's stealing your grift; it's that he actually got something done at the grift you wanted to get into.
Well,
yeah, I got some.
The problem is I'm actually living off grid right now, so I just don't have the resources to continue what I wanted to do.
All Aaron needs to do is move his trailer, and he will literally be living in a van down by the river.
Right next to Chris Farley's corpse.
No, right now I'm by a railroad yard, so.
You sleeping with a knife?
Oh, I always have my gun on.
Right, so just so we're clear, you're literally sleeping with your gun because you know that there are crazy people who jump off the train. Good job.
Yeah.
Or are you saying, Ayrton, you're one of them crazy people?
Maybe a little both. Well, it's also where I'm at's constitutional carry permitless, so I can carry everywhere now, so I just do.
Oh, sure.
Which it's amazing how quick you get used to that.
No, the actual reality is pretty mundane, but the hilarity of the idea, it's like, oh yeah, I just live next to the murderer train yard where murders happen, but I feel perfectly safe. It's like, sure.
Yeah, it's fine. There's a fence around where I'm at.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Everything is fine. So we got some lazy end of the year content like this. That's right. We're going to talk about the top movies.
What? I'm trying to think of what movies I even saw this year.
Well, I mean, you're not the guy we go to for movies.
Movies aren't. I saw Barbie and Aquaman 2.
Well, I mean, one of those is clearly a good movie, and the other one is Aquaman 2.
Right. Wait, did Mario, was that this year or was that last year? I can't remember.
Mario was, I believe, this year.
I feel the need to disagree with you, Larry. One of those is Oppenheimer, and the other one is Amber Heard's cinematic defecation.
Yeah, no, Mario was this year.
Oh, okay. So I saw 3 movies that came out this year.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to talk about 5 movies I'm going to say are my favorite things I saw this year. And this isn't going to be so much a particular order aspect as it's going to be these movies are each things that show something positive for the future of movies. And one of those is Super Mario Brothers movie. And why is the Super Mario Brothers movie in my top movies of the year list?
Because it was watchable?
No, it was more than watchable. It's a movie that shows what happens if somebody gives a damn and says, okay, we are going to meet the expectations of our fans. And we're going to meet it, and then we're going to do that expectation of our fans well, because these people have helped us all make money making video games and related video game content. And that is the way forward, so we're not so tired and angry at our entertainment. On a related note to that is Godzilla -1. Because Godzilla -1 was so great of a movie, they could have took the Godzilla part out, and I would have been happy with that movie. a movie about a failed kamikaze pilot who's having to deal with the consequences of failing his culture, his people, but also honoring his parents and not dying for a war that was never going to be winnable anyway. I mean, that's good. We need movies like that. And also, this movie shows if Hollywood actually, is smart and doesn't doesn't take the wrong lesson from this. It shows you don't need hundreds of millions of dollars in a spectacle movie. You can make a spectacle movie for very little. And then when you do that, you get to make more profit. And then if you make more profit, you can make more movies. And, the more movies you make, the more profit you make. These things, they just cycle. And the other part of the trinity of movies that are good, and they are also positive lessons, is the Barbie movie. And I choose the Barbie movie on this, highlight of a top 5 because it's deep. There's actually something deep there with what is basically a toy commercial. And it's deep because all of the people cared about what they were doing. The director believed in what she was doing. The producers believed in their vision and also how their vision benefited the product. It's like, imagine if people cared about doing their job correctly and then they did their job correctly.
Well, serious question. Is it a deep film or is it deep because of when it was made / came out? Would we have actually cared as much if this had been made at some other point that wasn't current year?
It has deep themes in it that will always be timeless, though some of the humor in those deep themes won't be as snappy later, because they're making fun of the fangirling for Ruth Bader Ginsburg on the Supreme Court. That will age poorly. But the fundamental message that, radical political fights and culture wars are all because people are afraid of death and dying and, facing that. It's good. That is good, solid stuff. Next up, I'm going to put The Pope's Exorcist, because it's Russell Crowe playing a stock Russell Crowe character, but the interesting part is the younger guy, the priest who had failed. He, committed adultery with one of his people in his church, in his parish, but yet he was able to, in a moment, accept Christ's redemption and fight to save a good man and bring a good man back. That is what we should be doing. We should be making stories about people that say meaningful things. And I'm going to end my top 5 selections with Asteroid City. Asteroid City is a by-the-numbers Wes Anderson movie. But it's kind of fun because it's a movie which is showing a play that's being filmed for a TV movie that's based off of various plays and things that have actually happened in Broadway. So it's just neat. It's neat, and those are my 5 best movies of the year. And if you want to say, hey, what are the best movies? These are the 5. So, Joe, do you have any movies from this year that you have any strong feelings about?
Come back to
me. Real quick, Larry. Matt, Commander Classified, he's asking to come on for this topic. If you want to send him a link over in Discord.
Give me a second.
Since I can't do that no more.
I suppose I can get Commander Classified on. Go to the Discord and find him. We so rarely use our Discord.
I mean, you could probably just post it in the general or in the announcements. I mean, who else is going to come on? Novel Bro? Maybe Einbrecht? What's up, man? Since I see
All
him.
right. So, Commander Classified, if you're in the Discord, the link's in the Discord.
He is.
And
he's in there.
If you want to jump in, the link's in the Discord.
Oh, let's do a call-in show. All right.
I mean,
I know all you guys are in there. You guys want to jump on?
Ooh. Yeah. So we tossed the link in there. We tossed it into the Discord. So now let's go to the banner section here, and I'll give Joe some more time.
Hold on. I'm still thinking of what movies I saw that I watched.
Well, you saw two, and
three.
That's the thing.
Okay.
I'm putting together my list, but I am actually going. My clarification. My clarification is films I have actually seen. I'm not going to give it to films I haven't seen on the premise that they might be good.
Mm-hmm. In fact, I'm probably going to see some.
I watched other movies this year. I watched Casino Royale.
Yeah, but I'm going to stick strictly with this year's movies.
I don't care. I watched Casino Royale this year. I'm going with it.
Okay.
What else? I think that's all I watched this year. Never mind. I only watched 4 movies this year.
Oof.
Well, that's the thing, is that as I am rolling through this, it's like I have skipped many movies that were just like, no, I'm not getting invested in this. It's actually surprising.
And also, there are a lot of movies we've seen that, deserve to be the bottom text movies of the year. Commander Classified. Give me a second. What is Commander Classified's actual username on the Twitter? Not on the Twitter, on the Discord.
It should be the same thing.
Yeah, it's CMDR.
And there it is. I see it. I sees it now.
If I try and pull up,
found it. I
more
found
than one thing on my computer will probably explode.
So you got it. You got it, Commander Classified. It's in your DMs now, bro. So you can click the link. I sent it to you.
Okay. 2, 3. Okay, I do actually edge out 5 films I have seen this year. I've seen, again, much like Ayrton, I've seen others, but not this year. Why
are you just sitting there edging yourself, Aaron?
I was gonna make that joke, but you beat me to it, Aaron.
So
good job.
My number 5 is defined as a film that does what it's supposed to do, like it doesn't screw up. Okay, but the reason it's number 5 is because it also never quite hits the notes of its predecessors, and that's Creed 3 was this year.
Mm-hmm. They
don't present John Majors as a credible antagonist. He doesn't really do anything except be a dick.
He's a less interesting Apollo Creed. Not Apollo Creed, but Clubber Lang. He's a less interesting Clubber Lang.
Yeah, and then
was that the gay boxing movie with the fucking retard from Black Panther?
No, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's a not good boxing movie.
Yeah, I'm talking about the one with Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
No, Michael B. Jordan's the guy from that Black Panther movie. All right, Commander Classified, welcome.
Welcome. Good evening, folks.
Hello.
And I would like to start this off by wishing y'all I hope you had great holidays and a happy New Year coming up here.
Yeah.
Happy New Year to you too, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping my New Year is better than my Christmas.
Oh yeah.
I had the reward of food
This is-
poisoning for my Christmas Eve, so
Hell yeah.
you know, Nurgle
Well,
was upon me.
I mean, these things happen, right?
Yeah.
And sorry to hear that, Rune.
Yeah.
That's terrible. I mean,
I got laid for Christmas Eve.
Oh,
fuck yeah,
Hey.
that's nice.
hey, Ayrton, I appreciate that we
That's
are both
fucking
members
awesome, dude.
of the corporate infrastructure. Do you have my card?
I'm working on it, all right?
Would you like to work for Boxco?
No, I'll stick with Dave's Ceiling Bird Removal LLC.
Okay, because we can meet all of your box needs, including boxes to put birds in.
We do.
No, we have to take the removal device out of a box and install it
Right.
for the bird to go away.
Which Boxco makes. We make that box. We make that box.
Yeah.
But I don't need just the box, I need the device in the box.
Right, but you need a box to put the device in. We make the box for that.
I got a box. She got the box and I got the device, and I'm gonna insert my device into her box. And
there you go.
Is that what we're talking about here?
No.
That's
okay.
banter
Sorry.
while Joe was
just
biding time.
clarifying. Just clarifying.
Yeah, while Joe was biding time for the topic, top movies of 2023.
Well, like I said, that's my number 5 was Creed 3. It's no one acts poorly. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not very good. That's why it's number 5. But it was good enough for me to see. Okay, it's a third in a trilogy that didn't need to happen, but the first 2 were actually credible. So
I didn't even know there were 2 before the third one. I just saw advertisements for the third one, and was like, "Oh, I don't like this actor, and this looks stupid."
Well, they didn't think the first one was going to work, and then the first one really worked. And then they said, well, we'll do a sequel, and then the sequel also worked. And then by the third one, they're like, oh, this works now. We'll just make a lot of it. And it's like, third one didn't work. It's almost like they missed a step.
Like Underpants Gnomes. Got it.
But then moving inward, my number 4 is Last Voyage of the Demeter.
What'd you call me?
He's talking about the Dracula prequel movie.
Indeed.
Demeter? Like...
Oh, you mean Renfield?
Well,
Demeter?
Like, no.
First of all, fuck
Renfield.
You, not Renfield.
Second of all, Demeter.
No, if I was talking about Ayrton's meter, I'd be talking about millimeters.
Fuck, yeah.
But
he's at least centimeters.
No.
You got to make it look bigger than inches.
I
go by inches, so even though I'm Canadian. So.
But Last Voyage of the Demeter, everything in this film was great, except the things they added to the plot they didn't need to. It is solidly a story of a missed opportunity. If you haven't seen it, I mean, by whatever metric, see it, but please don't give it money.
I'm not even gonna watch it. I don't even give a shit.
But if you liked Alien and you ever wanted to know what Alien would be like on a wooden ship, this is it. It does not waste a lot of time with mystical bullshit.
Wait, what?
Hey, no, that's good, Rune. Fucking yeah, that's great.
Why would you send a wooden ship into space?
Okay, look.
Well, you know what? You could actually watch fucking the reboot of fucking Battlestar Galactica.
Hey, Commander, I know you came in late, and I understand that you don't give a shit, but you know what? I don't have to give a shit that you don't give a shit. This is my list of 5, the follow-up to Larry's list of 5. Make your own list of 5,
I didn't realize it was a list of 5. I'm sorry. Please, go ahead. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was a list of 5. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's just Larry did his list of
I came in late,
the 5 2023. Yeah, Larry did the list of the 3 2023 films that he had seen, or the 5 2023 films. This is mine, and Creed 3 is my number 5, and then Last Voyage of the Demeter. And yeah, no, what it is, Ayrton, is it's the same setup as Aliens, haunted house on a ship, right? But instead of like spaceship, it's like a wooden boat.
But how do you get a wooden boat in space?
Man, stop. You know what I mean. See, this is why when you this is why your girlfriend's always asking where is it, because you can't find it, because you keep saying just keep looking.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Ayrton.
What are you, retarded? So I know you're not retarded, but what are you, Down syndrome?
Right. So my number 3.
Yeah, no, I know what it is. Like, I know what it is, dude. Yeah. I know what it is. Like, everybody's fucking. It's like, the woman is like, is it in? Like,
so. So my number 3 is a surprise to me. Actually, it's Five Nights at Freddy's.
Hmm?
And the reason it's number 3 is because the movie is, as we've already discussed on this show, painfully mid. But it's not bad. It set out to attain a goal. It attained that goal. It met all of those requirements. It's got all the cozy feels for Five Nights at Freddy's simps who need those feels. If you absolutely need to have your face sat on by a giant animatronic bear, there you go.
Unfortunately, Nicolas Cage did the movie better, a year or 2 earlier.
He did.
This all sounds like what every single girl I've had sex with has told me afterwards.
It's good enough. Okay.
Aaron, you're a good sport, buddy.
So we're down to the 2 that actually matter, the ones that are actually interesting. So my number 2 is VHS 85. There have been a range of VHS films, which are modern films not done on VHS tape, that are found footage anthology horror films. And the VHS series had been going on a solid downward trajectory, but since being picked up by Shudder, they've actually become reasonably decent. And this one was solid. It had some spooks, it had some gore, it had some fun, it had interesting ideas. Again, did nothing wrong, and was a fun time to watch, which is actually worth mention now. Somehow, having fun and enjoying your film were no longer components of the Hollywood system.
Well, no. You can't have fun anymore. That's illegal.
Well, that makes it very confusing with my number 1, because my number 1 was John Wick Chapter 4.
Oh, that came out this year?
Oh, yeah.
So you saw another one, Ayrton.
Okay, so I saw 4 movies.
Yeah.
The thing is that, as Ayrton can attest, I was slow to get on Train Wick. I was very much of a I don't like this. I don't like what this looks. I don't like what this proposes. I think this is going to be ass. And then because enough people had seen it around me, I was like, well, I'll give it a shot. I got nothing going on this night. What could happen? And the answer was, this is actually halfway decent.
John Wick is badass, dude.
Oh yeah, that's why.
John
that's why
Wick
it's
is fucking badass. Like,
that's why it's my number 1.
And Keanu Reeves, goddamn, Keanu Reeves is a fucking stellar guy too. Stop! Come here! Come on up.
That's great.
I didn't watch John Wick till just before the 3rd one came out of curiosity. Right. So,
really?
Yeah.
Really, Aaron?
I don't watch movies.
I don't either. That was way back when. So, no. Fucking John Wick was like, yeah, you killed my fucking dog. It's on now, motherfucker.
That and I never really liked a Keanu Reeves movie until this one.
Yeah, I know, right?
So I didn't care to see it.
I liked him in The Matrix,
See, I didn't. I hated The Matrix. I thought it was
But,
so dumb. Anyways,
the thing is I had to put this
How old are
list
you,
together.
Aaron? I'm 49, so how
32.
old are you? Yeah, that's why we grew up in different, kind of a different era, right? Yeah.
I'm right between the two of you. I am a glorious 42.
Yeah, just about.
But I had to put this list together on the short because I didn't know. I didn't have an idea. And then once I put it together, something I did notice, a lot of people have been talking about how this was the worst year for Hollywood ever because of all of the dramatic failures. But if you actually look at the total number of films that came out that, if not succeeded, went unnoticed in their middling success, it wasn't a bad year at all. It's just that the failures were very, very public.
Oh, they're very prominent. Yes.
Yeah, and the successes were reasonably quiet, but they're there. So having said that, since Aaron apparently can only think of 4 movies, and I was just giving you the red ass, Commander.
Yes.
The only rule, as Larry has established, is it has to be a movie from this year. Can you name your top 5 films?
I don't watch movies anymore. Nothing.
Yeah, you're also out. You're like, fuck it.
I got no.
So
I got no stake in this shit.
So I'm gonna move to the next theme of the year-end review show.
Is this is this an award show now? Do we need to be passing out prizes for crapulence?
So
yeah, I'll send a pick of varying lengths to whoever wins the different prizes.
I'll tell you what I like. You okay with that?
Right now we are talking about the not so good movies, and there's going to be.
So all of them?
No. We're talking about the bottom 5 because again we're doing 5 and doing 5.
The bottom 5. It's the bottom on this one. Like,
so there's going to be a recurring theme in the movies I'm going to be talking about here. I'm going to talk first about Rebel Moon because it's the most recent of the trash. It's an incoherent, loud mess. It's attempting to start a franchise without anything to.
I watch Critical Drinker, so
yeah,
I know what not to watch. So thanks to him.
It is not good. I'm going to open up with The Flash next for my second one because Rebel Moon
this year. I watched that dog shit too.
Yeah. And the thing about The Flash and Rebel Moon, both of those movies were fever dreams. They really were, but The Flash at least had a come on guys, we're here too, right? Right?
He threw babies out of a hospital window. That was fucking hilarious.
Larry, it's fucking incredible. Like, one of my favorite sci-fi flicks of all time, like with a series of all time, is actually the reboot of Battlestar Galactica. And it's fucking incredible. There's 4 seasons plus the movies and everything else. Like, it's fucking incredible. I still watch it to this day. Why? Because it's good. That's good writing. It's good cinematography. It's fun. It's like there's great actors. Like, why not? Like, and that was in 2004, I think. Doesn't that happen? Like, holy shit.
So next up on bad movie lists, and you're going to notice a pattern on the movies that are currently in this list of discussion is it's the Little Mermaid movie. The sound was bad. The music was terrible.
Too. That was your fault, Larry, that I watched that one.
Because I needed your musical expertise for that movie, which you provided most excellently.
Larry, never go full mermaid.
I mean, I knew The Little Mermaid was going to be bad, but I didn't do I need to do a deep-seated analysis, and Ayrton helped me with that.
Remember to mail you a box of used condoms for making me watch that movie.
Hey, Aaron, you know how to get uses of a condom?
No.
Turn it inside out and shake the fuck out of it.
See, that was hilarious. Is I don't use condoms, so they won't be my used condoms.
So let's see. I did Rebel Moon, The Flash, The Little Mermaid.
I can tell you got that, Aaron.
Then we're gonna go with Indiana Jones and the Dilation of Destiny.
Dilation of Destiny.
Wait a minute, Larry. Are you trying to imply that all of these movies have in fact been Kathleen Kennedy talking about her vagina?
Look.
Yes.
I mean, I will say, with the exception of maybe The Flash, all of these movies did have a chicken that were gay and lame.
Yeah, well,
it might be one of The Flash, and I didn't notice it.
Well, if all of these movies are talking about Kathleen Kennedy's
God,
vagina, then I feel like we need to say that I wouldn't try to make that Kessel Run within 3 parsecs using Harrison Ford's dick.
Yeah, fucking Rune Knight, dude. That's the thing. It's like, I mean, the Kessel Run in less than 3.5 parsecs. It's like, yeah, so parsec is like 3.25 light years or something like that. It's like, so how did you make that distance between there? Okay, but they make it like it was like, a time thing. It's like, no, it's a distance thing, which is kind of funny to me.
Well, if the people making Star Wars now had understood that, they would have probably presented that image in a different fashion than they did. Because I think the actual intimation is not that it's because I believe the intimation is not that it's a transition in a wormhole, but rather that it's a transition next to a black hole. In which case, yeah, maybe you want a couple of light years away from a thing.
Believe me. Okay, Rune. There is no such thing as black holes. There's no such thing as a black hole. That's a made-up fucking concept, and it doesn't exist.
Larry, just wait. Please, Commander, tell us more.
I can. I can tell you a lot more. But what I would like you to do is start to look at the electric universe theory, and the best way to do that would be to look at the Thunderbolts project. Okay, everybody here believes that fucking gravity is the big fucking thing here, right? That's what makes the universe happen, right? Well, no, it doesn't. Gravity, compared to the electromagnetic force, right, that's the strongest force in the universe, is a billion times, like, I'm literally times the force of gravity. So everything is electromagnetic. You cannot have You can't have electricity without magnetism, and vice versa. The electromagnetic. That's why we call it electromagnetism, because it's part and parcel of the same thing, right? It literally, like, we do things like, they think, okay, here's one for you, okay? Here's one for you fucking guys. Why do all those craters on the planet look like everything comes from 90 degrees? Do you think all the fucking, quote, asteroids come in at 90 degrees? No? They can't. They gotta skip around the planet, and, like, that would make a different crater now, wouldn't it? Oh, okay, so what are we gonna do now? Okay, well, how about electricity and, like, lightning on a planetary scale? No, that makes craters and crater chains and everything. So yeah, Look up Thunderbolts Project. I'm telling you guys.
So, let me steer this the ship back on the point of topic.
Mhm.
So, the fifth movie and the final one for my five that I'm picking is the least offensive of these five. And if Ayrton were here, he would laugh because, oh wait, I saw this movie too. Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. And while
Oh,
this isn't
I mean-
as big of a failure as those other movies are, but it's worse because, well, many of these wanted to start a cinematic universe and open up new vistas for nerd entertainment. This one had a good shot. This could have been a contender, not a bum like it is. See that's a reference to a good movie.
It is.
Nerdtainment. That's nice.
So what do you got for your bottom text five, Rune?
Oh God, I have that problem that was implied earlier, which is just that it's like I did not watch most of my films. In fact, my 4 and my 5 could arguably be said to be my low end of the selection pool. There's so much garbage that I just looked at and went, "No, you can't pay me enough to watch this." I mean, Einbrecht's in audience. That's right, guys. We're watching the audience, and he's already predicting next year's going to be doom and gloom.
So, Ayrton, I assume.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, it's M1 Garandadel.
That is
that's fucking hilarious.
That
I had to
is
re-enter everything on my. I had to re-enter everything from my phone, so I went with. Maybe we'll
Rune,
see.
we had talked about this D&D game. I have a more crazy idea.
See, Larry, I made this reference earlier, and here it is. Garandolf has arrived at the turning of the tide.
Exactly. So we're gonna do something that's gonna be potentially.
I'm not playing Starfinder. Fuck you.
No. But we're gonna be doing something that's gonna be new and innovative for the show. We're gonna be talking about the future. We're gonna be talking about movies that you might be hearing about in the future of this show.
Do we have to?
Well, yeah, we do because we talk about movies on this show, and it's an entertaining
you get mashed
for the people.
So yeah, you got to hear it.
So the first movie that looks like it's going to be good that I'm going to be interested in watching for the show is Argyle.
Is that about like a sweater?
It is not. It is not. It is a spy action comedy starring, among people starring in it, Henry Cavill. Also,
see, I don't get that. I don't get.
Henry Cavill's gonna be doing Warhammer 40K too.
Yeah.
Because fucking Henry Cavill's a fucking real gamer too. So that's fucking awesome.
This movie also has Sam Rockwell in it, Bryan Cranston, John Cena. I mean, I don't know why they keep saying John Cena's in movies because I don't see him.
I call him John Cena because he's a China fuck fail.
And Samuel L. Jackson.
I don't know about that, but yeah, Sam Rockwell. Fucking, I'm cool with that. Have you guys seen the movie Moon with Sam Rockwell?
I did. Excellent movie.
Oh, it's a fucking great movie.
Now, the first piece of trash.
Oh, and recently. Oh, okay, no. Sorry to interrupt. Tucker Carlson did an interview with Kevin Spacey, who played the robot on fucking Moon, and no, Kevin Spacey's been acquitted of everything and fucking.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm
just saying that's what happened. So he did.
Yeah, but it's weird how a lot of the witnesses that were going to testify against him also died of his acquittal.
No kidding. Yeah, I know. It's like fucking. It's like they got Clinton.
Yeah, But the first piece of trash I'm planning to watch for the show is Madam Web, part of the unnecessary Sony Spider-Verse.
Jesus.
Then there's another good thing coming, March 1st, Dune, Part 2.
Well, we'll find out if that's good, because my plan for this Dune was to wait until both parts come out and then watch them together rather than apart. What I think is more pertinent, even though it's going to be trash, is in that same month, a couple of weeks later. I know Ayrton has it like on a calendar and he sleeps next to it at night. Is the American Society of Magical Negroes?
That looks like it's going to be trash, which is disappointing. I thought it was going to be good.
But you know that is going to be the trash we are going to talk about.
So what's the acronym for that? I'm a nigger.
I don't just sleep next to a poster. I masturbate.
I mean,
I masturbate to the poster every night.
I mean, on a
it's a weird flex, man.
On a less
Aaron is a total master debater. So
on less dangerous ground, Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire comes out that month.
Yeah. So
and I am.
There's a lot of good content in March.
Well, what I am actually interested in, and I say interested because I don't know anything about it other than Jake Gyllenhaal's in it. They're doing a remake to Roadhouse that comes out that month.
Oh, for fuck! No, you can't remake Roadhouse because fucking Jeff Healey was the fucking guy fucking doing the shit in there. He was doing the music in there. Like that was Jeff Healey, good Canadian guy. Jeff Healey was Canadian, and he was fucked up. He was blind and fucking diabetes and fucking got cancer and fucking poor guy.
So in April, we have an interesting piece of trash. They're making a prequel to the. We're making a prequel to the Omen movies about a young woman who discovers a secret plot in a church in Rome to give birth to the Antichrist. I don't know why you would do that.
Is it called Nomen?
It is not. No.
The Antichrist is the Pope himself, so you know.
Because N comes before O.
Black people's feet. Now he's letting the fags fucking It's like okay, fags can marry each other.
It's called The First Omen. Now there is something that if it's available in my area that I'm planning to watch for the lulz.
Get a VPN.
No. Like I mean, if it's on in my theater. So some gay comedian has decided to make a queer coming of age parody superhero film called The People's Joker.
Oh.
I'm planning to see that because I'm thinking that may be apex bad.
I mean, I don't really have a problem with like, hey, if you're gay, that's fine, but fucking the faggots have got to go. Like these people like have no remorse. They have no fucking. They have nothing. They have nothing. They don't give a fuck what they're doing. I like literally, dude. Like there's fucking my street. There's like 5 gay couples right around me, and they're like they just keep to their own and they don't do anything, and they're like okay, cool, like right next to my property on fucking 95 acres, and it's fucking retarded. So they're pretty good, and then fucking you go out in the world, and it's like it's goofy. Like I don't got a problem with gay people. Okay, you want to do your thing, you do your thing, and they're cool, and they're actually cool people, fucking great. But I think the thing is when you fucking start going towards the kids, now we got a problem,
Anyway, so this is going to be some weird lefty internet person doing a weird lefty internet documentary, and I think there could be potential for good content. Then we have Godzilla and Kong: The New Empire, which
Oh God, what a terrible game!
No, it's not a game. It's a movie.
Oh, sorry. But there's like actually a new Kong game. I thought it was that, but it's bad.
Yeah. Then we have Rebel Moon Part 2, which I will subject myself to, and allegedly there's a untitled Universal Monsters film. You remember when they were trying to make a Universal Monsters cinematic universe? So it looks like April may be having a lot of bad movies in it. And then the next week
weren't they trying to do that like 8 years ago?
Yeah, they were.
Does anybody still remember any of that shit?
No, I think that's why it's coming out now, because they realize that people won't know what's going on.
Everybody forgot it. Makes sense.
Then we have the A24 Civil War movie, which doesn't make sense politically. So that's something else. There's a movie I'm not happy with, but I'm going to see it just because I have nostalgia for the old TV show, The Fall Guy, starring It's Literally Me, Ryan Gosling. And that moves us into the summer movie season. Let's see, is there anything good scheduled there? There's a Furiosa prequel movie in May. That's not going to be good. There's the Garfield movie with Chris Pratt as the voice of Garfield. There's another one of the Kingdom of the Apes movies.
God damn it. Okay, sorry. I like Chris Pratt, but stop hiring goddamn fucking mainstream actors for voice acting roles. Hire fucking voice actors. You fucking retards.
Look, Chris Pratt already showed he could play a Italian. So why not a cat that eats, lasagna? It just makes sense.
Because lasagnas are just Italian casseroles.
And there's going to be a spin-off movie to John Wick in June of next year.
Oh, they're actually coming out with that?
Yeah, The Ballerina.
Huh.
It's apparently...
I didn't know that was actually coming out.
Yeah, it's listed as a movie that's coming out. There's a yet-to-be-titled Bad Boys movie coming out in June.
Ugh.
There's a prequel to A Quiet Place. You remember A Quiet Place?
No.
I mean, it's a thing. It's very popular. But
I couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
Ha! 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 Okay.
I get that reference. That was good.
Wait, that was a reference? That was just a dumb dad joke.
No.
What was I referencing?
Because the monsters were able to sense people by the noises they made. And one of the protagonists was deaf, and it was her hearing aid. Spoiler for an old movie. It was her hearing aid that disabled the monsters.
What?
Yeah.
What?
A noise that was made by the hearing aid made the monsters' heads explode.
But a hearing aid just amplifies noise from around you.
Right, but there was like a little reverb on her hearing aid that they were able to tweak up and kill the monsters with.
Okay,
so you put them in a cathedral and play rock and roll music really loud to get some reverb? What the fuck?
Sorry, here's the plot, okay? See, humanity is living in space now, and only Will Smith's son, trapped on Earth, can survive because he doesn't give up the scent of fear, because the aliens eat your fear.
Don't try and recruit me to Scientology.
I'm just saying, don't think about it too much, because if you think about it, then you might not be in the demographic of mouth-breathing, knuckle-sucking idiot that is made this movie for.
So
that is the most retarded thing I've ever heard. I had no idea that's what that movie was about.
What?
So
about fear eating? No, that's the
never go full retard.
The Quiet Place one.
Yeah, the Quiet Place is literally aliens eat people who blind aliens came to Earth and attacked us and will kill you if you make sound. Like assault weapons and nuclear arms don't fucking exist.
See, that's fine, but like the MacGuffin is hearing aids. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Oh no, no! Fuck? I can do you better. Are you ready for the dumbest piece of cinema ever? Is your body ready, Erton? Can you get any more erect than I'm about to make you?
Possibly.
Have you ever seen The Predator?
Yeah.
Do you know the context of the film The Predator?
Oh, wait. The Predator? Is that the super autism one?
Yeah, that's the one where the Predator came to Earth to hunt humans, to steal our genetic codes, because it decided that autism from an 8-year-old little shit was a survival trait that it fucking needed to hunt aliens.
No, a hearing aid disabling blind aliens is way stupider than that.
No, I think they are equivalently fucking dumb in the hierarchy of sheer retardedness. And the people who came up with these ideas should be rounded up, taken out behind the chemical sheds, and if they happen to get shot sharing one gun, standing in a line, it's a horrible accident.
We could just deport them.
So
to behind the chemical sheds.
we also have Deadpool 3 coming up in July.
I'm actually kind of interested for this one because I want to see Hugh Jackman actually play Wolverine in the full costume.
Mm-hmm. They have a movie based off of the video game Borderlands coming out August.
Oh yeah, because I fucking needed that in my life.
The what?
There's a movie based off the video game Borderlands.
Never heard of it.
It's like Borderlands is shit, but people love it, and they're making a movie based on that garbage. Because all you need to do to succeed is have people get shot and have people get loot. It's terrible.
Mm-hmm. So, hey, Joe, you remember those new Alien movies made by Ripley Scott that were terrible?
Oh, you mean like how they're doing another one? Yeah.
That's going to be in August of next year.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't planning for death, but now I kind of want it, Larry.
And the following weekend is the Kraven the Hunter movie, where Kraven is going to be a good guy from the start of the movie. And it's going to be about saving the environment.
Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, that's almost on brand for the character, but that's not... You can't do a Kraven movie where you introduce Kraven as a good guy. You have to do a Kraven movie where you introduce him as a fucking bad guy. Because Kraven the Hunter is a bad guy.
I just saw this, Brian James in the chat. Hearing aids were the stupidest things you ever, quote, heard. Damn it, I missed that pun.
That's pretty good. The following week in September, we have Beetlejuice 2.
Why?
Because Tim Burton...
Beetlejuice is not that good of a movie.
Well, wait a minute.
Like, I'm sorry, it's just not that good.
I feel the need to respond to this audience question. Brian James, it was a horrible accident. You can't hold us accountable if idiots line up into a neat line because we put a line on the floor and said follow it, and they were not smart enough to get off the line. We're talking about people that are stupid enough that chewing gum and walking at the same time is difficult, and sometimes they forget to breathe. Nature would correct itself, but we keep saving them.
The reason Beetlejuice 2 is circling back around is Tim Burton is prostrating himself to the right people in Hollywood.
He's still alive?
He is.
Yeah,
and he needs money, so he's making apologies to the right people. And Michael Keaton is experiencing a career renaissance. So the studios are saying, hey, let's get Michael Keaton to play Beetlejuice again.
Michael Keaton was awesome as Beetlejuice. Like, I gotta say.
But Winona Ryder is going to be the mom this time, and the little girl who starred in the Wednesday TV series is going to be the new. The following week, we have a new Transformers movie.
That was funny.
So there's a new Transformers movie coming out.
Is Shia LaBeouf in it?
He is not. No, he's not been in any other.
Then I don't care.
Now we get into October. We get the sequel to Joker.
Okay, hold on. Wait. I wasn't paying attention to the months you said.
Beef?
Yeah.
Why isn't Beetlejuice coming out in October?
That is an excellent question.
Because the people who made it want that box office money, and October is not a high box office month unless it's a horror movie, and they don't think of Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice would be great in October.
They don't think of Beetlejuice as a horror movie. They think of it as a quirky comedy.
But I mean, Bob Iger said we didn't have enough executives on set, and that's why the Marvels failed. So apparently, this studio doesn't have enough executives on set.
Yeah. So October, we have The Joker Part 2. I didn't expect the first Joker movie to be as good as it is. So
I still haven't seen it because I got, like I've said, just like I hate that fucking three Jokers bullshit in the comics. The Joker works because we don't know his backstory. Like, I don't want to know anything about the Joker. He's just chaos. He's just insane and just wants to fuck shit up because he thinks it's funny.
Here's the thing.
That's the Joker. He's way more interesting that way.
Well, no, that's the character that's actually being played in the movie.
Oh no, you're right, Aaron. Like, he's way more interesting that way. Like, well, we don't know who he is.
So also that week in October, there's an Oscar bait movie about an old lady telling her son about
Oscar bait. Did you just actually say that?
Yeah, it's a movie trying to get an Oscar about an old lady telling her grandson about her being in the camps and hiding out from the Nazis during the war. Then
just faking it until you make it. Because we all know that this fucking Nazi Jew thing is bullshit, right?
So we have.
You realize?
So
I shouldn't say that. I don't want to ruin your channel.
So in November, we have a sequel to Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
Which, Let There Be Carnage is actually kind of fun. I will say I hate What's His Nuts as Eddie Brock, but the movie was fun.
Is the name of this new Venom sequel Venom, Please Let Me Die?
No. This may be the one where they bring Tobey Maguire into the Venom movies.
Yeah, because we need that, said no one ever.
Don't forget about the fucking stupid fucking PlayStation fucking shit, too, right? Like,
Sony says they need that.
Miles Morales and all that bullshit, like.
So Sony says
where they make fucking what's her name there?
Make Mary Jane look ugly and do a side mission.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's like fucking really like.
So Brian James says, "Why are we not getting new movies that have original new characters? Why must we keep getting old characters in new movies?" And then he said, "Oh my God, sequels upon sequels." Yes. This next year is only sequels to shit.
Well, it's not only sequels, but there's a lot of them.
It's the same thing. It's fucking zero accountability and fucking zero originality.
There are
all they have is fucking. Oh, well, we can do this, and it's a disgrace. Like,
there are a lot of reasons that we could get into, Brian, at a great lengthy conversation. But I think the summation is, with the amount of money riding in the line of a successful film at this current moment, there's no faith in product in Hollywood. They don't believe they can make a successful film unless it's attached to another property. Original films with original characters are scary and dangerous.
Well, I mean, we're all old enough to remember where the sequels almost always sucked compared to the first one.
Right. So,
which is weird.
Moving along, it's funny we were going down the sequel rabbit hole for a minute, because coming up we have Gladiator 2. And my only thing is
is Russell Crowe going to be in it and going to be fat and trying to fight in the Coliseum? Because I would watch that. I would watch an old ass Russell Crowe trying to fight in the Coliseum. I've never seen the first one. I would just watch the second one.
I mean, didn't we watch that in Thor: Love and Thunder when
I didn't.
Chris Hemsworth killed Russell Crowe with his penis?
I saw it in South Park. Russell Crowe fighting around the world.
Cocky with me, sir.
But no, Russell Crowe is not only not in it, he's been trolling the production of the movie and saying, "Listen, I've been doing more to get people's attention to your movie. You should pay me."
Is he really?
Yeah.
That's
then
fantastic.
we have Wicked Part 1, which is based off of
that gay ass musical.
Yes. Yes.
I fucking hate that musical.
And they've divided it into two movies.
It's so bad. Okay, first of all, fuck these assholes and dividing everything up into parts 1 and 2. I'm fucking sick of it. Like, just make a movie. Like, stop making these fucking parts. 2, Wicked is the worst musical to come out in the last 20 years. It is so bad. I don't understand why it has so much popularity. All these fucking quirky girls like OMG, I'm so weird. I like witches and shit. Get fucked. You're a basic ass bitch. Like, go drink your fucking Starbucks milkshake latte with unicorn piss in it. Fucking retard. Yeah.
Ayrton, you're blowing your load too early for this, because the next movie is going to make you even blow your load even more. The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. They're making a prequel to the Hobbit movies.
Why?
So here's why.
Exactly.
Here's why. No, here's why. Here's why. Because Amazon made their shitty Lord of the Rings TV show, but Warner Brothers still has the rights to make things based off of the IP that they paid for. So they're wanting to make a quick cash grab, exploiting the fact that Amazon has made people pay attention to the IP again.
And this is the important thing to squeeze in before you go off, Ayrton. If they succeed, it will humiliate Amazon and win them the war for control of the property. People will watch theirs and not Amazon's shit.
But I will not forgive them for what they did to The Hobbit, which is a superior book to The Lord of the Rings.
Oh no, don't forgive them at all. But they are trying to play with your emotions to get your loyalty. They want you to like their shit.
Well, and that's my point is I haven't forgotten what they've done to The Hobbit, which is in my top 10 favorite books of all time. It's a masterpiece. I know you don't like Tolkien Room, but I don't care. The Hobbit is a perfect story.
But
and they can go fuck themselves. No one cares about the Rohirrim, about their. It's basically just it's Norse history. That's all it is.
No, they're not even Norse. It's just Germans. It's just fucking Germany.
Germanic encompasses general Nordic, North.
I know.
In
but if you
context of,
I know, but if you were to ask Tolkien, Vikings are evil. So no, it's not. It's
okay. I'll give you that. Okay.
So
okay, I'll give you that.
Kind of funny. It's kind of funny that you and Rune were making a joke about Jaden Smith. What if they
more of a joke than Jaden Smith already is?
What if they made a crossover movie from the derivative Jackie Chan Karate Kid properties with the popular Karate Kid properties that are affiliated with Ralph Macchio? Because that's what's happening. We're gonna have Ralph Macchio's karate students versus Jackie Chan's kung fu students.
All right, well, I want to see some AI Ralph Macchio.
So what you're saying?
So I don't hate the premise, but I feel like the execution is going to be shit.
So what you're saying, Commander, is you want to see Robo Machio?
Robo Machio.
Yeah, Robo Macho. Fucking A.
The following
Let's do it. We got this covered.
The following weekend is they're going to do a prequel movie to The Lion King. Mufasa, the Lion King.
Which Lion King? Like the okay
it's
one or the
Mufasa.
shit CGI one?
I mean, it's going to be the shit CGI one.
They were
It's gonna
both
be the
shit. Don't
CGI
lie.
one.
I said the okay one. At least the animated one
There isn't
was
an
good to
okay
look
one.
at.
They were always shit.
No, but the animated one at least looks good. The CGI one just looks like shit.
Then we get Sonic the Hedgehog 3, this time with Shadow.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3, please kill me.
And
so all the edgy Redditor consumer boys are going to be adopt a new personality when this movie comes out.
Mm-hmm. And
is what I'm hearing.
You know what? I'll give them the small bit of credit, Larry. If they made a Sonic the Hedgehog movie and they made the subtitle "Donut Steal," I would respect it. I'd hate it, but I'd respect it.
Hold up. Didn't you remember the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie, Rune?
With the teeth? Yes, I will never forget that nightmare.
Well, no, but they had Sonic. Sonic was in that movie.
Here's the thing. Again, on the list of films, I didn't actually watch it, so I don't know.
Oh, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie was great, especially after they fixed the CGI. It was wholesome and wonderful.
Oh yeah, I remember the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Like,
and they actually referenced
creepy.
memes.
It was creepy when they first fucking. They were like, but they actually took. You know, the beauty is they actually took. You know, the fans' concerns are like, this is not Sonic. Like, this is gross, and they fixed it. Good on them.
And in addition to that, I also saw the second Sonic the Hedgehog movie, and we also discussed that on the show for the people. So we'll be experiencing.
Oh yeah, I did watch that.
Larry, at some future point, I want to get a clip, but I want to get a voice modulator, and I want us to voice over, and I want to do a clip from Bane, and I want to be like, "We take this garbage and we give it back to you, the people."
I mean, if you record that and just if you record that and just send it to me, I can make it sound like Bane. That's pretty easy.
This trash is yours. Do what you will. No one will stand in your way.
So that is what we have to look forward to for movies, and I use the word "forward" very loosely.
No one knew who I was until I put on the mask.
Indeed. So there is one thing I'm looking forward to next year for streaming shows. The X-Men 97 streaming series will sucker me back into watching Disney Plus.
That's a thing?
Yes. So are you not familiar with this thing?
No, obviously not.
So the original production crew from the OG 90s X-Men series is coming back to make a new one. And the showrunner...
Come here, you.
and the showrunner...
there you
go. And the showrunner said, listen, you can't shit on the property. You can't shit on the fans and work on this show. So that is something I'm looking forward to. As for shows that there are to be laudable of and look back on positively from the 2023, I mean, I only have 3 shows that I have strong personal opinions about. That's the One Piece show, which was excellent. Jack Reacher.
I heard that too. I heard that too.
which was excellent.
Seems like a pretty good show. So.
And Blue Eye Samurai, which was excellent. And all the things that
I heard about that one too.
Yeah, all the things I've been speaking positively about
either fucking most critical fucking penguins.
I mean, critical
or obviously fucking what's his name? God damn it! Or it's Asmongold, but he's
yeah, but those guys actually were
critical drinker. That's
but I mean those guys reviewed the show after we did. That's okay.
Yeah, no. I mean, obviously.
Look. Nobody ever remembers the best, but we don't do this show for credit. We do this show because we enjoy it.
Well,
and for the people.
No, fucking Rune. Obviously, that's why the show is on. It's not for credit. I mean, it's like
so.
Right? Like, come on, man.
So we have coming out for comic books. We have the new Ultimate Spider-Man to look forward to, where they let Spider-Man have.
Can't we be done with the Ultimates? Fucking
No.
Christ!
No,
we
they
can't.
desperately need it to succeed because they have to prove to dead men that they're better than they are.
Yes, but there's only two things.
Following in Vegas and just shows how good dead men can be.
Yeah. So there's two things that I'm looking forward to for the next year for comics, and that they're both in the Ultimates.
There's two. Sorry, there's two Ultimate storylines that I liked. There's Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Daredevil.
By the way,
fighting Weapon X and Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, but by the way, these won't be related to that in any way, except for the fact that the person who made this new Ultimates universe is Evil Reed Richards from the Ultimates universe.
Of course.
It
has to be Evil Reed Richards.
There's the storyline of.
I mean, Rune Hickman's in charge.
I was going to say there's
a reboot.
I'm sorry. Did you say Cuckman's in charge?
Hickman is in charge of this reboot, so of course Evil Reed Richards.
Cuckman?
No, it's Jonathan Hickman who
come on.
Who's been the architect of a lot of things that are bad in Marvel currently.
But there was also the story arc of Nightcrawler going down into the sewers and becoming like kind of the what are they called?
Leader of the Morlocks.
Yeah, the Morlocks. He became like leader of the Morlocks. That was kind of interesting.
I mean,
just from a character perspective, because he was a mutant that walked in both worlds.
No, seriously. If they weren't actually in the middle of massive character assassination on Nightcrawler, I would be down with that. I would love it if the leader of the Morlocks actually became someone who's both moral and good and actually gives a shit about people. Because one of the best episodes of the X-Men from '92 is actually their Christmas episode. Do you remember it?
I do.
Oh,
yeah. They go down there. It's like, you guys are stealing again. You're being bad. Why are you being bad? And Callisto's like, bitch, you took leadership and then you just left us to fucking die. What were we supposed to do? And it's like, oh, right. Maybe I have responsibilities I should have been doing. It's like, yeah, no shit.
But, yeah, so there's the new Ultimate Spider-Man that's coming out, where they're doing this weird new trend in comic books of instead of having youngins being the starting superheroes, it's now middle-aged people. Commander Classified, how would you feel if you just all of a sudden, as your current self, got superpowers, but we're still old?
Well, you know what? I've been waiting for decades now for some Star Trek medical shit. So I'd be cool with that,
How about you, Rim?
I'd be fine with it.
I mean, my primary question would be how much fucking pain am I in?
Well,
I'm in pain every day.
We don't know yet. We don't know how that's going to work out yet.
Well, that's what I'm getting at, though, is that if it's like you get superpowers and then you feel like you're in the best health you've ever been in, I'm like, oh, okay. On the other hand, if I get powers and I get to feel as shitty as I do now, I'm not down. The powers don't help me. What the fuck?
Well, I know exactly. So, like, but personally, I don't know. I don't even know what to tell you guys. Like, yeah, I'm good on that shit. Like, fucking, I'm literally right now making some craft dinner, but I'm adding some proper cheese, like some cheddar cheese to it, because not a pleb.
I mean, I keep, as I travel around, I keep going to like nuclear power plants and putting my hands in random holes in the ground around there, just trying to get bit by things to try and get powers. So far, all that's happened is my right testicle now hangs significantly lower than the other two.
Dude,
I mean, that is power.
I'll tell you right now, like my left testicle fucking doesn't move anywhere, but that's only because
Matt, you missed the joke.
Yes, no, I didn't miss the joke. I'm expanding upon it, sir.
But
the problem is that when I was young, I fucking fried my nuts on the electric fence, and so the right one moves up and down, but the left one doesn't, because I fried it. Literally, on an electric fence.
so
Not even kidding, guys. Not even fucking kidding.
So anyway, the interesting thing I'm really
want to talk about stuff. Oh my god! Okay, I see how it's going.
The interesting thing that I'm looking forward to with this Ultimates thing is older Peter Parker in his 40s ish has hot wife Mary Jane and 2 kids.
Oh, or in the Spider-Man 2, it's like manly Mary Jane. Jesus.
No. Like this is like just like a regular hot MILF.
No, I know.
Yeah, I'm trying to promote positivity about comics because there's a possibility of hope in the new year.
I mean, I do think if we need a colloquial name for the terrible things coming out of video games, Manly Jane is an excellent name.
I'm also picking up a Black Panther comic book because I know the guy writing it.
I was gonna say, what the fuck is wrong with you? But okay.
And I at least expect it to be possibly interesting because this is the Black Panther in a universe restarted by an evil Reed Richards, so it might not be as stupid. There's a possibility that it won't be stupid, and I'm intrigued.
Wakanda forever.
Well, no, not at all. Not at all. So I'm gonna move to one of the other banners I have set up for today. What would you like to make for predictions for the coming year?
Revolution.
He means pop culturally, Matt.
Yeah. Well, also things in the drama space, like Einbrecht was talking about how Nick Rekieta is circling the alcoholism toilet. That's another thing we could do for predictions. There's also people like Nick Fuentes, Ethan Ralph. This is just it's fun. This is fun.
Well, if you mean
predicting
those kind
things.
of predictions, shit, fuck. I'll have to get back into it because I've been like not even working out of my own shop. I'm working out of somebody else's shop just to fucking get shit done. It's my own work that I have to do, but like, holy crap. Like it's just been a nightmare. So I haven't been in on everything. I get some hard bastard stuff once in a while, and because things slow down because nothing's open, so I'm allowed to talk to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
No.
We're glad to have you here on the show.
Pardon me?
I said we're glad to have you here on the show.
Oh, well, thank you. I do appreciate that.
See, last time I made a prediction at the end of year around New Year's was New Year's of 2019 before COVID hit. So I'm not doing that anymore.
How about you, Rune? You got anything predictive in your matrix?
I do actually believe, although I agree with sentiments you and I have had, Larry, that people, they're slow to react to things that are ongoing, and they are far too quick to assert things that are going to happen. But I do think that the pendular shift is underway. I think it's happening. I think we're going to move away from some of these poor decisions towards better decisions. But where I differ, I think, from most is that I don't think that they are actually a change insofar as, it's like, well, now people will make better decisions for the good, and it'll be good because everybody's being good. I think it's going to be people will make.
I think you're right, Rune.
Yeah, I think people will make better decisions in the same negatively sourced self-interest they have always made them. It's going to be less that we fought the good fight, screamed the screaming that needed screaming, and raised the flag, and more that the people in positions of authority went, oh wow, we almost lost some of our vaunted power. I might have had to share with the little people. I guess we'll have to give them something.
Can I just point out that when the whole Comicsgate first became a thing, I said it was gonna. I said.
Wait. I love you, Brian. Fuck you. I love you.
I said on this show, however many years ago at this point, that all internet hashtag movements become fake and gay and get filled with retards and shit. And for the last year and a half, we've been seeing that. And so, fuck you guys. I was right. And I'm expecting more of that to happen this next year.
So, I'm gonna start with.
I'd love to see Aaron doing the fucking the fucking razor fist. Fuck you, I was right. Fuck you, I was right. Type thing.
Indeed.
All right.
Around in his chair and everything.
So I'm gonna.
Fuck you, I was right.
I'm gonna give my first prediction. Trouble in the Mouse House, because you know how we were going over those list of movies. It's only one of those movies.
Disney, the Mouse House.
Right. Yeah, the Mouse House. Disney.
Yeah, the rat.
So
we call it the rat.
Mm-hmm. So there was only one major Disney tentpole movie out there, right? I am going to predict, go out on a limb, and say that Deadpool is going to underperform.
Yeah, I can see that.
Probably.
And it's going to underperform to the level that Disney is going to...
It already did, and Ryan Reynolds was fucking bitching about it.
No, it's not.
Fuck Ryan Reynolds, because he was fucking promoting the vax.
Hold up. It can't have underperformed because it hasn't come out yet.
Well, fucking look it up, dude.
Right, but I mean, it can't underperform because it hasn't gotten to the starting line yet. It's going to be next year.
Well, it is pertinent to say.
But at the same time, fucking Ryan Reynolds was the guy fucking promoting the fucking vaccine. So, I got fucking zero fucking... I don't give a fuck. He used to be cool Canadian, but now he's not. So...
So, we also have some other things I wanted to point out that are also going to be failures in the coming year. They're going to release The Acolyte, a show set in the High Republic era. That's going to... So that's going to bomb.
Are you talking Star Wars High Republic?
Yeah. They're going to release that show. They're also going to have the Skellington Crew, a thing about a bunch of ne'er-do-wells in the galaxy far, far away. No one's going to care about that. And then there's going to be The Bad Batch season 3. Basically, only people who were heavily involved in the old Filoni stuff are going to be super into that. So Disney Plus is going to have a bad time. Disney on theater is going to have a bad time. And my first prediction of the year is there's going to be pain at the Mouse House. Because they've just lost money now. So their current strategy is let's release less movies so we'll hemorrhage less money. The problem is stuff that they're going to release next year is also going to stink or underperform.
Yep.
Well, what I was going to say is the real thing about Deadpool is not just that it's going to underperform, but the why of its underperformance. If just after Deadpool 2, there was a lot of talk about a Deadpool 3, and if they had struck while the iron is hot, did that movie, got that shit done, got it out, it would be fine. There was a lot of will they or won't they, will they or won't they, will they or won't they. Then there was, well, we're going to do it. And then there's just been all kinds of production slowdowns. It is not, it might be an underdone film, but it's actually a case of you burned it. You burned the potential meal. This is ruined from the get-go, not even because it might be bad. It might be good, but it has taken long enough to get out that there's a lot riding on its success now because it can't coast from any of its previous goodwill. It has to live or die as it is.
The only reason I'm even kind of curious to see it is because Hugh Jackman's in it. That's it. Like, I don't care about anything else. Yeah. I just want to see how he plays like Wolverine in it. That's it.
So the second prediction I am making for 2024. The James Gunn DC movies will implode. Here is what I am going to predict is going to happen. The first movie for the James Gunn DC cinematic what's-he-do's it's going to come out, it's going to be Creature Commandos. But after the merger with Paramount, if Warner Brothers ends up being the one that gobbles up Paramount, they're going to become more conservative and more freaky, and they're going to try to pull the plug on Creature Commandos, which will make it an all or nothing. The Superman movie has to succeed, and it will create pressure that won't work. And as much as corporate leadership at DC, at Warner, wants the DC movies to succeed, they're going to pull the plug on that, which may in turn lead to Disney pulling the plug on Marvel comic movies.
Hey, if Nick Cage isn't Superman, I don't care. It's the only way I'm seeing it. But on that note, fellas, I have more technology dying, so I'm going to bounce a little bit early and say goodnight, everybody, now, since I won't be here to say it at the end of the show.
All right. So everybody,
you guys keep going, and I'll see everybody next year. Have a happy New Year, and make sure you drink a lot tomorrow night.
Happy New Year to you too, sir.
Have a happy New Year, Ayrton. So F in the chat, everybody, for Ayrton's technology and life situation. F's in the chat for Ayrton.
Fuck.
And
hold on here. I don't even know where I'm at now. Oh, there. Oh, for fuck. For fuck. F for fuck.
The next prediction, we're gonna be getting video game stuff.
Fucking mod status. I haven't even used it.
Yeah, we're gonna get video game movies and stuff on here. That's gonna be the new thing.
I don't know about weeb shit, so
I'm not talking about weeb stuff. I'm talking about general video game stuff. There's gonna be a push to get as much video game related content. Yeah, so we're getting a lot more video game related content.
What video games are you talking about?
What I'm saying is that the studios are going to try to pivot to video games since comics will die in 2024 as a movie format.
Oh, okay, understood. I got it.
So we're
Get it.
going to also be seeing video
But
games being.
they really can't. They can't do anything that, like, when it comes to video games, they can't do anything but better than fucking mods can already.
Right, but I'm saying that there have been several video game movies that people liked, like Mario Brothers, like the Sonic ones.
Okay, Mario, that's Nintendo, and it's a class all its own. Don't get me wrong. Just
Mhm.
like, you can't compare it to regular video games. First party Nintendo games, that's a different story altogether. I'm not trying to be a prick or anything about it, but it's just. So, like, what games do you like? What games have you played recently?
I played Class of 2009 recently.
Pardon me?
That's not a game. That's a hate crime.
It is a game. It's
It
a
sounds
visual
like
novel game. It's a visual novel game about playing a bunch of delightful sociopaths in American high school who are all girls.
In order for it to be about delightful sociopaths, they have to be delightful, Larry.
I mean, they're delightful by the standard of sociopaths.
Jesus Christ, man. I was thinking, like, regular game. Like, you know what I've been playing is,
What have you
and
been
I'm
playing?
on my, like, third playthrough now. Is fuck. God damn it, stupid brain. Come on. Baldur's Gate 3.
I'm sorry.
Hmm? We're not the people you want to go to for a positive Baldur's Gate thing.
Unless you're
Okay.
admitting to the world, Commander, that you're into, sleeping with bears. In which case, I mean,
I
I
never
support
slept
your.
with a bear. I never
I
slept with a bear.
I mean, I
Oh, and
support.
just so you know, I'm doing my 350th playthrough of fucking Fallout New Vegas.
I mean,
So,
that's a better time. You can't fuck a bear in New Vegas.
Yet.
like I said, I'm on my third, maybe fourth playthrough on BG3. But no, it's not my fucking thing. I'm not fucking a bear. I didn't even know the bear. Like,
So the fourth prediction,
it's fucking goofy because no, hear me out. I
Mhm.
know it's goofy, and I know I've heard about that shit. And I'm like, fuck, that's fucking stupid and goofy. And then yet you get fucking star fail. I mean, Starfield, and fucking, like, everybody there is fucking bisexual. Everybody you meet is fucking bisexual. They don't care if you're a man or a woman. They'll fuck you. It's like, fucking really, like, it's just fucking sad. So I'm gonna do my third playthrough of Cyberpunk 2077 because it's more realistic. Like,
So the fourth prediction I'm making for the new year is the slow death of the comic book industry will finally reach critical mass where it starts to pick up some steam.
Mm-hmm.
Where we're going to see DC Comics first, because Warner's going to be in a worse financial situation, doing severe cutbacks. And in addition to severe cutbacks, they're going to start outsourcing more of the comics production to special license deals like Batman White Knight. Or like the thing where they had Batman and Superman, but they were in the medieval time period. Where upper end creators are going to be given special creator owned comics, and that's going to become the focus of DC, except for the things that always sell, like Batman and Basic Bitch Superman, and that's going to be the future of DC, and that combined with the further decline of Marvel and the decline of the comic shop means we're going to be reaching the critical fail of the direct market in the not too distant future. And Rune,
Well, it's
go
not
ahead.
surprising at all, sir. From what you said, it's not surprising at all.
I mean, that's the thing about when you make predictions. You want to do things that don't seem surprising.
Yeah, it should be like fucking, it's like Alex Jones, like, fucking, why didn't you see this before?
Well, I mean, I'm a little retarded.
And the last one, not the least one, we're going to run an RPG game in this 2024. Actually, I got to edit that because I did that wrong.
Yes, we're gonna run one in 2023 in the last 48 hours or less.
I mean, that would be a pretty basic. No, we're going to run one in 2024. So, Church has requested that we run a D&D alike of some fashion. And Ayrton wants to play Gun Wizard. And Joe
Wizard, if you will.
And Joe's going to run this, and he's going to come up with a system that has the best rules for a gun wizard. And if we want to, do bad rules, we just do a warlock and say your warlocking thing, instead of a sword compact, it's a gun compact. But I mean that's just going to be very unsatisfying because the warlock's a terribly designed class.
As you say, Larry, the only problem with your plan is they don't suck cocks.
Church has a very special concept that I have to keep secret, because when we do this, then we stream it for the people. It'll be entertaining for you lot to see when it comes out, and you realize the concept of what Church is running. We expect this to be entertaining. I don't know if it's going to be, but we expect it to be entertaining.
Of course, I was expecting to talk to Church tonight. Like,
no, he's been busy working a lot of hours taking care of the kinder.
I know.
I mean, that's the big one. It's that time of year where the kids take over his life.
And also, tomorrow's the day where he drinks a lot of alcohol.
And then I got infrastructure to put in, because like the ground is so moist. Let's say moist. Like, it's way easier to dig into the ground right now because it's fucking saturated with water than it is like in the middle of summer. So we get the backhoe out and fucking we start digging holes and digging trenches and dropping in fucking water line, electrical, and fucking everything else. And I'm the asshole that has to do with it. I have to deal with it, like.
And
it's all good though. Like, fucking, hey, at least everything's in there. Infrastructure's in now. Fucking.
Well, that's good. And I believe I need to double check Church's concept, but I think I'm going to have to be the one who plays the martial class for the campaign, because we definitely going to need a martial class for the campaign. Let me just see here.
Church, I didn't see you there. Sorry, bro. Fucking.
It's not Church. It's Larry.
It's the YouTube. The YouTube bot has the Church thing there.
What?
Yeah, the YouTube bot makes you do that. Makes you have the channel logo. I think Church might be. I think Church's character might be like a monk, maybe.
We got no sewer line in there yet. That's gonna happen later. But yeah, Brian. Yeah. No, it's definitely something we're in for. So. And it's just for we're just installing things for like 5 RVs to come in here, so on the property. So yeah, no. Yeah, I know. It's a fucking nightmare, and like we're doing everything possible and documenting everything too. So, like, Brian, I totally understand, man. Fucking yeah. It's a fucking nightmare. Like, especially on this small island. Like, it's like better off, like, even we're doing kind of in secret, but it's like documenting everything. Oh, okay, you actually did it. No, okay, there you go. Fucking stamp of approval.
So
it's better to fucking ask for forgiveness and permission on this fucking island here.
So, gang, since we're down half the folk and we've done 1 3/4 hours, I think we're wrapping for today.
All right.
So Commander, thanks for being here.
Thank you, guys. And if I could say to you and as well as the chat, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I wish all the best to everyone here.
And good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Take care, folks.